Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Well, I've done it again. I've picked up another bike. This one kind of has a interesting, funny story to it. I don't know. I don't hide the fact that I have a YouTube channel. I've talked to a couple other YouTubers and they're not out there really advertising it to everyone in their circles. Maybe some friends or family member know that they have a channel, but they kind of keep it on the down low. People they work with don't know they have a channel and so forth. Where myself, I think pretty much everyone I've ever run across knows that I have a YouTube channel. It just tends to get put out there. And I picked up this particular bike this past weekend at a auction here in my town. And I'm not really searching to go, I'm not looking for bikes. I'm not really doing the Facebook marketplace or scouring auction ads and all those sorts of things. But people who know that this is what I do, they just, if they run across something, they tend to send it my way. And that's exactly what happened here. Got a gentleman in my area. He is involved with our county's Antique Machinery Association. He does a lot of tractor shows and so forth. He's a good friend of my dad's. He's around my dad's age. And he contacted me a few days ago and said, hey, there is an auction at the fairgrounds, and looking through the pictures, there's a pretty nice looking Honda mini bike in the photos. He said, I just want to let you know, make sure that you're aware of it in case you want to go look at it. I'll insert a picture from the auction ad right here. Well, as you can tell, it's not really a Honda. He didn't know that. That's okay. I wouldn't have expected him to know that. It's an Ice Bear Champion. And so I went to the auction on Saturday. Today is Tuesday, May 6th. The auction was on Saturday, May 3rd. So I went to the auction on Saturday and was really hoping to be able to pick this up for, $400, $500, $600. Unfortunately, it was one of the more popular items there. I don't know if the other auction goers thought that maybe it was a real Honda because someone had put some decals on it that I've since removed. But I wound up paying $900 for this. It is a 2022 Ice Bear Champion. It's got 101 kilometers on it, so 63 miles, something like that. I got really, really lucky. The paperwork that came with it, this was purchased from Cajun Mad Dogs in November of 22 by someone who lives up in the Indianapolis area. I'm not familiar with them. But the bill of sale from Cajun was all printed out in their name. In the paperwork also was the certificate of origin, or whatever you call that, that comes directly from China with the bike. And it's got, Cajun Mad Dogs or Alan Adams' name, Adams Vintage Cycles, whatever his official name is. But where I got lucky was on the back, the person that purchased it from Cajun Mad Dogs in November of 2022 never ever signed the back of the certificate of origin. So I was able to sign that paperwork myself. In my state of Indiana, we have to have a police VIN inspection. So I had an officer come in this morning, run the VIN just to make sure the thing didn't show up in the system, wasn't stolen or anything like that. And then I was able to use the receipt from the auction company to show that I paid $900 for it. Excuse me. And with those three pieces of paper, I was able to go down to my BMV, Bureau of Motor Vehicles, and I got a title. Well, I don't have a title. I'll get a title in 7 to 10 days. So that turned out really, really well on my end. I think at the auction, the auctioneer mentioned that it might be tough to get a title for it, seeing that the bill of sale had someone else's name already on it. Well, like I said, I was fortunate that they had not signed the back of the certificate of origin, so I just threw away the bill of sale and just used the receipt they gave me. So, but here it is. Like I said, I took the decals off of it, just kind of cleaned it up a little bit, but it is pretty much bone stock after that. I think I'll bring you guys in, just kind of do a little walk around. But as I'm walking around, start thinking about, what do you want me to do with this? I know I'm going to leave the original engine in it. Not going to mess with it. It does run. Well, my battery must be about dead. It started better than that earlier. There we go. It does run. It still has the original carburetor on it. It still has the little black plug on the air fuel mixture screw. It's never been touched with. I've been through it. All the lights work and so forth. What I haven't checked is like the swing arm play and some things like that. So I think I'll grab you guys. Let's take a little closer look. But while we're looking at it, think about what you want me to do with this. I will say, I really do like the color of this bike, this kind of powdery blue. That's the stock color. I can't even say color today from the 2022 Ice Bear Champions. I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet for decals. Hit me with a comment. What do you think? But like I said, this thing is pretty much bone stock. It still has the little black plug in the carb for adjusting that. More than likely, we'll take that off and go with a Nibby, whatever we do with this bike. But it still has the low fender, so I'll probably do a fender rise on it. It has the original turn signals, which I'm not a big fan of, so I will probably redo this entire mount up here. I'm not a big fan of this particular style of mount, so I may wind up doing something completely different and mounting the turn signals on some ears that I build here. But all the lights seem to work, except for we have a burnout bulb in this turn signal, but everything else functions the way it should. It still has the original exhaust with this little, whatever this thing is, so we may change that out. Still has the small tires. I know I'll go to something bigger than that. How big I go, I don't know. What do you guys want to do with it? I did take the strap off of the seat. I'm not a big fan of that strap that goes across. So when I took the decals off yesterday, I took that off. But everything else has been just left alone. Still has all the ID tags. Still has the stock kind of uglyish rear tail light situation going on there. Let's check the swing arm play. These things are notorious for having a get my tripod to sit here, sorry. There we go, that's a little bit better. These things are notorious for having a lot of slop on the swing arm. Well, this one doesn't seem bad. Well, oh yeah, it's definitely got some. See that? I've seen a lot worse, but this still makes it feel like you're riding on ice or something. So I've got a video where I will pull out the swing arm, and there's these little cups that we'll take out and replace it with some washers, which will tighten up this and hopefully take away some of that play. I don't know. We may even go with an extended swing arm. Maybe that's the route we go. We extend the swing arm and put some great big meaty tires. I really don't know. All right. Well, I do see something we're going to have to address. Looking here at the swing arm, I see this bottom engine bolt is completely loose. It must have lost, yep, it did. It lost the nut on this side right here. The only thing that kept from losing the bolt was that engine cover. So yeah, if you get one of these, go over it with a fine-tooth comb, check every nut, bolt, tighten everything up. So, all right, I don't know. Well, what do you think? I'll be curious to see your comments. I've never built a bike with like motocross style bars. I'm really liking the look on Patrick Wells's bike down at Southeast Vintage Cycle Rescue. The bike, the black one he's built for the Great American Monkey 1000. He's got the more the motocross bars and some big old beefy tires and stuff. He rode with me last week in the spring ride, and that is a sharp looking bike. And I've never actually built one kind of that style, so I think maybe that's where I'm going to go with this, but we'll see. You guys let me know. Well, there it is. It's not a project that I'm going to jump on right away. I've got some other things I need to, maintenance I need to do around the shop. I've still got the Great American Monkey 1000 bike that I need to put a lot of miles on. So this is a back burner type of deal, but maybe I can start collecting some parts. If you guys have a suggestion on which way you would like to see it to go, maybe I can start buying some things up, and maybe later this summer or fall we'll jump into this and do some kind of transformation on it. I know I'm going to keep the original engine. Probably going to go with a K0 style, CT70 style tail light on it. I'm sure I'll keep the headlight bucket, just maybe redo the mount, but wheels, exhaust, swing arms, some of those types of things, handlebars. Be curious to hear what direction you think I should go. I mean, everything has been done to these bikes that can possibly be done. Heck, there's even a guy that put 4 shocks on the back of one of them. So, but I think it's hilarious that people in my own community are out there looking out for me and contact me and let me know about these things. I certainly do appreciate it. Woody, thank you. I don't think you watch the channel, but I have the YouTube channel, and I appreciate that you keep an eye out for me on these things. All my neighbors, friends, family, everybody that does watch the channel, thank you very much. For you guys out there that do have channels and you've been keeping them on the down low, it's not so bad. I enjoy it. It's something always have conversation with your friends and family and so forth. And I've met some fantastic people through this YouTube channel. So don't hesitate if you're thinking about doing one, or if you have one and you're just go with it. It's a whole lot of fun. All right. See you guys on the next video. Thanks.